Adults of Reddit, what is something every teenager needs to know?
All of us adults still feel like we are teenagers young too. Take care of your body and enjoy your youth, in any manner you can. In the mirror I see a bald middle-aged guy, but that's not the guy in my head. Edit, as always, relevant, link redacted, double edit, word, because my race really is irrelevant to this.
Parents beep up too. Good parents openly admit their wrongs and use it as a teaching moment.
2 related messages. 1. Almost nobody gives a beep about you too. That is amazing news.
Right now you have a massive span of life in front of you. Enjoy it. But remember 10 or 20 years from now you're going to be much happier if you both had fun and also thought ahead. Read. Exercise. Hug your friends. Show your loved ones you love them, whatever that means to you. This thread might be filled with ways to be a responsible adult and a successful person. Try as hard as you can to be a happy one too. Edit, thanks for the awards, and thanks for being you. Sorry for the typo. And yes, maybe wait till COVID is over before hugging everyone? Just keep it in mind for when things are better.
Don't compare yourself to others too much. No matter how perfect someone may seem, they're not. Nobody is. Everybody has flaws and makes mistakes. You're okay.
Basic household management. Learn how to cook a couple of meals, know when to tidy/clean up a bit, etc. Speaking from someone who moved out at 18 and had no clue. Oh, look after yourself physically and mentally.
Pulling out does not stop pregnancies.
Adults don't have it all figured out. They are just used to the fact that they are not and are usually quite good at hiding it. Dealing with your emotions will become easier as you grow. Even if someone says that their high school years were the best time of their life, doesn't mean that yours should necessarily be. There's a high chance your best years are far ahead of you.
Being popular doesn't matter as much as you think it does.
Don't blow your student loan on drugs. Don't blow your load in someone you don't want kids with. Don't blow off family/friend gatherings. They won't be around forever. Don't blow your cool if you can help it. It rarely solved anything.
Learn how to beep up. We spend too much of our lives trying to do everything right, but the best lessons come from learning from our mistakes.
You won't give a beep about things that happened in high school when you're in college/working.
You will make mistakes and sometimes those mistakes will be huge. But, that's okay. Whatever problem that mistake produced, it's only temporary. You can correct it. It may not be easy and it may take time, but you can do it.
To those teenage girls, that older guy doesn't think you're mature. He's taking advantage of you.
3 things I wish I had known. Figure out what you want to do. Not what you want to learn about. Think about the actual work you'd be doing in a field. Science is exciting, but are you ready to stand around in a lab all day writing stuff down in the most thorough way possible? Money stuff. You don't get rich with the money you earn, you get rich with the money you don't spend. Be careful spending money on trends and be aware of things you want to actually keep, not that you want to have right now. Also, Excel is your friend. Learn to budget as soon as possible. Use every opportunity you get. It may feel like there's always a next time, but there's also no reason to not do it now. Whether it's that trip with your buddies or the chance to have a private moment with your crush. Don't wait for a perfect moment, not even a good one. Use the moment you have, because you won't always get another one. And you most certainly don't want to have a what if I did that thing haunting you. There's always a million reasons not to do something. You only need one reason to do something.
No one is going to stop you from eating cotton candy with chili, but when they see how good it is, they'll pretend they were on your side the whole time. Edit to add, it's a metaphor I came up with while walking through my house eating a ball of cotton candy and waiting for the chili to cook. You can always try eating them together if you want. Thanks for all the upvotes and the awards, didn't expect it. Also sorry it was confusing people.
No matter where you work, HR is not your friend.
The world won't care about your self-esteem. The world will expect you to accomplish something before you feel good about yourself.
Please heavily consider a trade if you are uncertain about college.
You're somewhere between 3 to 4 heartbreaks before you actually find love. Those breakups hurt, and you felt like that person was the one, but that's mostly just infatuation and raging hormones. Each relationship will teach you lots about whomever you were seeing, but, if you're paying enough attention, they'll teach you even more about yourself. Know yourself, be confident in who you are and what you need to feel valued and happy.
Personal hygiene is critical. You need to shower regularly, soap on armpits, crotch, and ass crack, use antiperspirant, brush and floss, and do your laundry. Other people will notice your funk long before you do, and once you're known as the smelly person, it's nearly impossible to clear that reputation. Make it a rule that you don't leave your house unless you've showered within the last 24 hours, are wearing clean underwear, and have brushed your teeth and put on deodorant within an hour prior to leaving. It sounds silly, but there is sadly a large population that needs to improve their hygiene.
The adults giving you advice to avoid certain mistakes will most likely have been told the exact same thing and choose to ignore it, which would have been expected as they too ignored the advice.
Do not take out student loans without fully understanding the repayment terms, and how much you will pay over the course of the loan including interest. For that matter, college isn't for everybody, and even then private schools are a rip-off. Go public.
Reading all these comments makes me chuckle, because if anyone actually remembers being a teenager, then you know most are going to read this stuff and just ignore it anyway.
Everything compounds. Your savings, your reputation, your career, etc. Get started early, because playing catch up is hell. The one thing I would really emphasize is to learn about household finances / budgeting, saving, and investing. Take the standard of living you want and figure out what level of income it will take to achieve and sustain it. Then compare that income to your follow your dream job. It is fine to follow your dreams, but know what the trade-offs are, the likely outcomes will be, and have a plan B. Start saving now and open an investment account and an education IRA. It's amazing what a few thousand wisely invested as a teen can grow to over a lifetime.
Enjoy the lack or responsibility and bodily aches and pains while you can.
Life costs a lot more than you think it does. If you have a chance to really stand out in some way academically, take it. It's probably your best path towards a stable financial future. Physical work takes way more of a toll on your body than you think right now. Focus on school, because a college degree is probably the safest way to avoid needing to work physically. Don't be swayed by Reddit's obsession with being antisocial. Having a support system is great, and reconnecting with someone you were an acquaintance with at one point can be a way to expand that. If someone's offering a healthy relationship, foster it. Don't burn bridges. People can be dicks in HS and really have a reckoning in college. You're not obligated to them at all, but realize people absolutely do change, especially moving out of a small pond.
Don't smoke. It's not cool, it's not rewarding, and no one looks cool when they smoke.
That there is no such thing as adults, only kids in adult bodies trying to figure it out.
There are a million old people, each sitting on $1 million worth of property, desperately wishing they knew somebody worthy to will it too. The bar is pretty low. Edit to add, I have talked to more than a dozen people begging me to name somebody worthy to will their land to. One old friend would call me every 2 months asking this. He died while a somebody I suggested had been living up there for about a month, before he could decide if this person was worthy. I've since tried to come up with a system for people to demonstrate worth to old people with homesteads and connect them. Kinda have the system about 80% ready. About 20 people are helping me finish it. About 40 people have started doing some of the things to prove their worth. Edit again, all for free, link redacted.
Money is the thing I've struggled with the most in my life, so here are some things I've learned. I like the idea of having a career that makes a lot of money, for example medicine or software engineering, and keeping your passion projects as hobbies. Following your passions as a career will make you broke, plus you'll get burned out on the things you're passionate about. You don't have to go to college to volunteer your weekends at the animal shelter. Stay away from debt. Pay cash for as much as you can. Finance your house and car if you want, but don't go into debt for school. There are so many lower cost options than a 4-year university. You can do community college and transfer to a state school, etc. and in Illinois offers free tuition to students who hold a 3.0 GPA or higher in high school. I wish they had that when I was a teenager, but it's a new thing. Save some money. If you save $100 a month into a 401k or IRA from the time you're 21 until the normal US retirement age of 60, you'll have over $1 million. Imagine how much you would have if you could put back $200 or $500 a month. Travel before you have a spouse and children. Learn to live by yourself. This doesn't mean be lonely, I only mean to not be codependent.
If somebody tries to tell you these are the best years of your life, that's absolute beep. Your quality of life and how much fun you are allowed to have is not dictated by your age. And it's naive to assume all teenagers have it easy.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.